Good morning, everyone. Respected Vajpayee sir and other faculty members, my colleagues and esteemed friends who have all come over here to listen to me. I was saying it was really nostalgic for me to stand over here. Like I could have never imagined, as sir has said, coming over here and standing at this dais from where Vajpayee sir has always taught. So I was telling him only it was only a matter of 2 years back when I had come and I was sitting somewhere there when Nidhi Gupta was standing over here and she was narrating her experience. It was similar kind of seminar which I had attended, and I think that you guys have also come. So talking about my brief background, I'm an engineer. I have graduated from IIT Guwahati in 2013 from electronics and electrical background. I was working in Schlumberger for 16-17 months, and this was my first attempt. I started preparing in 2015, and from the starting I was very much sure कि अगर कुछ पढ़ना है मतलब कुछ और पढ़ सकता हूँ, मतलब बीच में गैप आ गया था, right? I was working after my college, तो भाई physics थोड़ा सा है कि like I would like to study again, and अगर इस एग्ज़ाम में optional का है तो I would want to come and appear in this exam from the physics optional. So regarding my score in the UPSC, as sir has already narrated, like one paper had pulled me down, essay. But that apart, I have got like 322 marks in physics, paper 1 177, paper 2 145, 430 in GS, 186 in interview. So I had got 82 rank, and I would want it to be an interactive session, like whatever, because there is a constraint of time. All of us are having constraint. So I would want कि physics में आपको जो भी चीज़ें पूछना चाहते हो from my side, just tell me that and I can take 3-4 questions and we can talk about it. It would be better. Or if you want me to talk in general, I can do that. So what way you would want me to talk? Like interactive or like monologue? If you guys have some questions about physics optional as an optional की क्या strategy होनी चाहिए, mains आ रहे वाला है अक्टूबर में, और next year का अगर जो first attempts अभी मतलब prepare करना start कर रहे हैं उनके perspective से पूछना है, so we can talk in that way. Have you got any questions?
Being electronic engineer, do you face that some part was easy and some part was too difficult in physics?
अच्छा यार ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, मतलब physics मतलब as sir also said, like when you are coming over here to start with the IAS preparation, you are starting from the same level, and he always take it from 10+2 level only. Engineering is important, like it can help you in some topics but not that much. Like all of you are going to start from that 10+2 level only, because the syllabus is BSc plus MSc, not engineering वाला syllabus नहीं है, थोड़ा pure BSc MSc वाला ही syllabus है. Yeah. Okay, so I would say like 4 to 5 times. There was one time when the classes were going on, I used to prepare my hand notes, and then afterwards I did one thing. Sir always used to say, that is the DIAS classroom classes are going to compress your 4-year syllabus into 6 months time. Near about, if you will see, the average span of coaching classes is going to be around 6 months. So what I did, I tried to compress that 6-month syllabus into 6-hour syllabus. Like I had already talked about it on my blog. I had made flash notes of each topic. That was inspired from Rishabh Gupta. He had already done that thing. So I tried to compress all the syllabus topics into minimum number of A4 sheets, having most relevant information, most relevant diagrams, derivation, assumptions, applications, or the facts about physics. So physics is one subject which is fun part, right? It's not boring. You can make it as much interesting as much you can and as much interest you have. So given that fact, I had made those A4 sheets and I revised them multiple times. मतलब main notes थे classroom notes, but they are very bulky. Can't revise it during the time of mains. And believe me or not, this whole exam is about revision only. How much you can retain and how much you can reproduce in those 3 hours. Those 3 hours really jam-packed. Papers are not that short. You are supposed to give quality as well as the quantity. So in that times, retaining power helps. How much you are able to revise before the main exam, that is important. Did it help, like the question? Any other question? Regarding notes making, how to write answers if somebody is going to appear in mains.
When did you leave physics and start from pre-practical? Like, did you prepare for physics whole span from January and after that also?
See, what I did was, like, my classes started in 23rd September 2015 and it ended around 10th of February. Okay, there was gap of 15 days in between during winters. So what I did, sir used to take 4 complementary tests along with the classroom classes. There are 2 papers, 4 subsections, हर एक subsection का एक test होता है. So I made it sure कि मैंने at least 4 उन test में से 3 test दिए थे. So my majority of syllabus was already covered during that classroom phase only, and then I left it like 4 months before prelims, because now prelims has also become a big game. It's a big knockout, I would say, most difficult part of this exam process, pure subjective, and especially for us guys who are coming from physics background, क्योंकि पूरा mugging वाला चीज़ हो गया. हाँ, तो given that fact, I left my physics optional 4 months prior to prelims, but after prelims, the first thing which I picked up was physics. My main emphasis was on my optional only, because I was not really confident over my GS, having observed the previous year mark sheets. So that was a general feeling that it's really difficult. Like if I talk about return on investments, if I'm going to invest majority of my time on GS, so it's really subjective and doubtful whether I would be getting equal amount of returns. But that is not there in physics. If you are seeing that you are putting up the notes बना रहे हो, questions solve कर रहे हो, so there is high chances you would get good amount of returns on that investment. So I balanced it, but I would not say that I really ignored my GS. I can't do that. तो मैंने balance करा था, but still my majority of chunk was devoted to physics only.
During the preparation, आपने books पे किया?
Yeah, books are the best companions. You can't replace the books. Like if I would go about answer writing, I would like to narrate 2 instances which would highlight how important it is to read books for this particular exam. Because exam demands you to write physics in the paper. You are not supposed to solve the question. You are supposed to solve in the terms of physics. वो टेस्ट सीरीज के टाइम पे हम कर सकते हैं. That is not a big deal. But yes, that is it. Any क्या? हाँ, ये देखो एक चीज़ है, इस एग्जाम में you can't cover the 100% syllabus for anything. Whether it's GS, whether it's physics, you can't cover it. ठीक है, you should not be aiming to it. Play around your weaknesses and strengths. For example, वो पैटर्न पता ना तुम्हें क्वेश्चन पेपर कैसे आता है, तो make your own strengths and weaknesses. I didn't cover full syllabus. Solid state थोड़ा रह गया था, and I was little weak at thermo as well. Any other question?